Welcome back to Vor's Fiscal Media Rant. I'm Vanessa,
I'm Charles.
and today we are going to show you everything that we own in our comedy section, or what we believe is a comedy.
Mhm.
So I guess we'll...
We actually have a good many. So
Yes, be prepared.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hold them up, and then he's going to name them off.
We're all going in alphabetical order.
Yes.
First one is 48 Hours, a Walter Hill film with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy, which a lot of people should have seen that. And obviously the next one you should know is another 48 Hours.
Which I watched these for the first time because he introduced them to me, and they were freaking hilarious. These two are amazing together. I don't understand why they don't have more of them together in another movie, because they were great.
That's when movies were funny.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
50 First Dates. Adam Sandler.
Trying to get it. There you go.
Drew Barrymore. Them
Yep.
two were actually pretty good couple as far as comedy.
Yeah.
Of course, Adam Sandler, pretty much all his older movies were funny.
Yeah.
At least in my mind.
Yeah, I agree with that. I love this one. Okay, I have not seen this one.
It's called 500 Days of Summer. Let us know in the comments. I have not seen this either. I've heard of it. It was on a good sale. I think it was like $5 or $6.
Yeah, we got it for pretty
We
pretty
picked
decent.
it up. It has the guy that was in H2O in the beginning that went in there with the hockey stick.
Jordan Levitt.
Gordon Levitt or something?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Sorry, I said it wrong. Yeah. And Zooey Deschanel. I actually really like her. I really like her sister too, Emily, but that's a whole different subject.
Now, this is the 4K of the Addams Family. I guess you might as well do an unboxing of this.
Yes.
This is actually a pretty cool looking steelbook.
Okay, so here's the back of it. I love the house.
That's interesting.
Is amazing. And then on the inside, it was different how they had like all the purple.
I don't know why we haven't
hues.
got the second one yet.
I don't know either.
I actually like the second one better than the first one.
The second one's funny.
Yes, it is.
Especially the Thanksgiving scene they have in it. That is funny. Okay. We got the Blu-ray of it.
The Addams Family and Addams Family Values double pack.
Because we needed this one.
Yeah. We got that from Walmart, I think, for like $10.
Yeah.
Figure why not? Nice slipcover on it. It's good to go. Mm-hmm. Now this one, Disney.
Yeah, yes.
But at least we got this on Blu-ray. Probably won't get it any further than that because, you know, Disney sucks.
Yeah. But, we all know.
Richard the Babysitter is a classic.
Yes, that's a very good one.
Now, I have not heard the best things about this transfer, but I wanted this movie, American Graffiti. I'll have to be the judge of that once we finally watch the movie.
Right.
I don't know, I usually don't tend to believe other people when it comes to this.
We've done that for a couple of movies where they've said it was horrible, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are you talking about? This movie is amazing. Like Hellboy, the new Hellboy. I don't know.
I know David Harbour is
in David Harbour's in, and he played like a fantastic part on it. Yeah. So this one's got like a matte finish, which is nice, instead of a glossy
It's a very nice steelbook. I actually got that on a sale from Best Buy, since you know
before they went out.
They're pretty much going out of business with their physical media, so it's pretty nice steelbook.
Okay, close that one.
This is my favorite comedy of all time. That's never going to change.
No.
American Pie, American Pie 2, American Wedding, and American Reunion.
There you go.
There's just no movie ever going to top these. This is just a movie you can just sit down and watch and just laugh your ass off. Stifler. Jim's dad.
Jim alone can make you laugh in this movie.
You got Finch, especially in the second one where he's watering that plant and he's like moaning, and they're all sitting there staring at him.
You're like, what is wrong with him?
This movie's classic. I remember when I was younger, I watched American Pie 2 12 times in a row.
Oh my God.
Back to back to back, just kept watching it. And it got funnier and funnier by the moment.
Another Adam Sandler.
Anger Management. I haven't watched this movie in years. We're gonna have to get back into this one.
Yeah.
I remember somewhat liking this when I was younger. I think this is the last time I've seen it. It wasn't as funniest. Of course, I'm not the biggest Jack Nicholson fan.
Yeah, I like him more than he does.
Except for the Joker. I thought he played a good Joker.
Yeah, I agree on that.
But I have to give this another chance, see if it rubs me a better way than what it did when I was younger.
So I had heard of this movie, but I had never watched it. But I'm glad that he had me watch it because I was laughing my butt off.
Bad Moms.
Yes.
This is a solid movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was wary of it when I first seen it. I watched it because Mila Kunis was in it. And Christina Applegate's in it. She's a total bitch. But
Yeah.
she played the bitch part the key.
Yeah.
It was a funny movie. It was vulgar. You had the raunchiness, which we don't have in movies hardly anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We need that back.
This one?
Yes.
What is it? Kathryn Hahn? Yeah.
Yes.
She is super raunchy, and I love it.
Yeah, it was nice. It was funny.
I like the, it's not in here because it's part of our Christmas collection.
Bad Moms Christmas.
Which is Bad Moms Christmas. So we'll just have to do like a holiday collection so you see what we have. So some of the stuff we have that should be out here is we consider more like holiday movies. So that's what's in there. Okay, childhood.
Beavis and Butthead Do America. What more can you say?
Yeah, seriously.
This movie's hilarious. I know this will definitely offend a lot of people, just like South Park, but that's what makes it so great.
Right.
If you can't offend people, you're not doing your job correctly. One of Michael Keaton's best movies, Beetlejuice.
I'm excited for the second one.
Yeah, I'm excited that Tim Burton's doing it.
Yeah.
Paying for it himself, so you don't have no other bullshit in it, like most of these movies coming out nowadays.
Right.
That is nice. That's what I like. That's what I want to see. You want to be able to sit down, watch a movie, and enjoy it, not have shit shoved down your throat.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay.
Now, this we have not seen, but it has the late, great Robin Williams and the ever so great Kurt Russell.
And this is a Kino Lorber title.
Yes. It's called The Best of Times. It's a football movie, which we've never seen.
Mm-mm.
We're going to have to tap into this one really soon.
Yeah, I know. Because I'm actually really excited because I really love Robin Williams, and you can never go wrong with Kurt Russell.
No, Kurt Russell.
Okay.
Here we go. This is the 80s, 90s version of Samuel L. Jackson nowadays when Eddie Murphy was doing all the cussing. This is not as funny as 48 Hours. I mean, it's a pretty solid movie, but it's just not, it didn't have the characters in it like 48 Hours did. I mean, Nick Nolte and him together, they just had so much chemistry in it. It wasn't present in this movie.
Right.
But it's still a great movie in my mind. Unfortunately, I didn't get the slipcover for some reason. I've seen other YouTubers got the slipcover. But there, now we have Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Which we have the slip.
I have not seen that one since I was a kid. And of course, we got Beverly Hills Cop 3 coming out here very soon, in a couple weeks. And of course, they're re-releasing a free pack collection of the first three if you obviously didn't buy of course, they always do that anyways.
Yeah. But as soon as we get that, you'll definitely see it in a movie hall of ours.
Next up is Adam Sandler. You're going to see a lot of Adam Sandler in my
collection.
Yeah, because he's one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
He was a comedian.
Absolutely.
Big Daddy.
You can never go wrong with this movie. This movie is freaking hilarious.
It is. It is very funny. I haven't seen that in years either.
Yeah.
This needs a 4K, as we discussed before. Big Trouble in Little China, but I think it'll happen because it's a John Carpenter film. I'm hoping that Scream Factory still has the right to this, or Shout Factory. I can't remember which one put it out. But regardless, they're the same company. This movie is just, it's so stupid, it's funny. And Kurt Russell plays stupidity to the perfect key. Perfect cast for that movie.
Yep. We watched this one last year.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and Bill and Ted's Face the Music.
Yes.
These are just all-time classics. The new one I really enjoyed.
Yeah, this one, Face the Music. It actually was really good. It was a solid, good Bill and Ted movie.
Yeah, I mean, they're still just as stupid as they were in the first two movies.
Yeah.
I mean, they played it to the
It was like perfect.
Yeah.
You could never go wrong with that.
Next up, Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Still to today, one of my favorite comedies.
Yeah.
Especially you had a sexy ass looking teacher in it. I can't remember that woman's name.
Bridget Wilson?
Yes.
Yes.
She was also in The House on Haunted Hill. So, but that movie was funny.
I like how she takes no shit from him,
Yeah.
which was like really good because he really needed that.
Next
Another?
up is another rom-com, Sandler, Barrymore, blended. This movie was pretty good. I don't think it was as funny as 50 First Dates, but it had really funny moments in it. I think mainly for Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, especially this part where he's on the ostrich. That was hilarious.
That was funny. Next up is Blockers. I actually seen part of this on Max, and I watched it.
Then we watched it together.
It's funny. John Cena is a he's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
Not big on his wrestling, but
he's actually a pretty decent.
The overprotective parents thing in this was just funny.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to go this way to get for our next stack. Okay, I have not seen this since I was way younger.
Brothers, starring John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd. John Belushi, that's the guy that was in Animal House.
Yep.
Which I never seen that until she introduced me to that.
I told him he would
love it. That movie was stupid funny.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen this one.
No, I don't think
I've never seen it all the way through. I assume it's probably is.
But we were able to still get it with a slip, which was nice.
It's pretty funny. Let us know in the comments what people think of that movie.
Another Steelbook.
Bob's Burger. She's never seen it.
No.
She's never seen the TV show. Mm-hmm. I had to get the movie because I love the TV show is hilarious. Now this is when Disney actually had their shit together. Because this is the Fox movie. Because Disney owns Fox. Yeah. And actually, the only way you could get the 4K in this was to buy the Steelbook. Mm-hmm. So, pretty nice Steelbook.
Okay. I've seen this. I don't think you have.
The Breakfast Club. I have never seen that.
Okay. I really enjoyed this movie. You can never go wrong with Emilio Estevez.
Emilio!
But I love the ending of this movie with him. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Judd Nelson. Like the whole aspect of it, of them being in detention, is hilarious, and what they do in detention. But I know he wants to watch that pretty soon.
I've never seen it.
Okay. I have not seen this.
I've seen this. I went to theater and actually seen this only because of Adam Sandler. Damon Wayans he was pretty funny. He was more funnier on In Living Color than what he is. I have to say my favorite movie with him was The Last Boy Scout, which I can't remember who else was in that movie. But anyway, back to this movie. This was pretty funny. Of course, once again, Adam Sandler. He brought the comedy to it.
Like always.
Like he always does.
Okay. When we looked this up on IMDb, it said it was a comedy. We haven't watched it yet.
Bullet Train, I got it because it was Brad Pitt. I used to hate Brad Pitt. I hated him with a passion. We got with Jolie, that was just the end for me. I'm like, you leave Jennifer Aniston for Jolie. There is no comparison between the two. Jolie is younger, but not anywhere sexy as Jennifer Aniston. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, Jennifer Aniston looks she's like 50 years old and still looks like she's like 30.
Yeah.
I don't know how she does it, but I need to figure it out.
You have to let us know in the comments if this movie is actually any good. I bought it on a sale, just like I said, because it's Brad Pitt. It looked pretty decent from the previews, but don't know.
I'm hoping it's really good.
Hopefully it is, yes.
Okay, we talked.
I hate buying movies and they suck.
We've had a couple of those, and we've taken them out of our collection, and he sold them on eBay. We have talked about this movie before.
Next up is Captain Ron, which I have not seen this movie in forever. Mm-hmm. But this movie, once again, Kurt Russell. Mm-hmm. It's hilarious. I can't even remember what the movie's about, to be honest with you.
They go on vacation.
Okay.
I do remember that. Like I said, like him, I haven't seen this in forever either, but I do remember it being hilarious. Okay. Another Adam Sandler movie.
Yep. Click. Now, I thought this was a really funny movie. A lot of people didn't seem to take liking to this, but it was different
Yeah, I
than
liked
his
it.
normal Adam Sandler. He still had his
Comedic roles.
Yeah, comedic roles, but it was good. It had Kate Beckinsale in it.
Can never go wrong with her.
You can't go wrong with her.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've never seen this, you need to check it out. Christopher Walken's in it too.
Yes, and Sean Astin is as well.
And Christopher Walken, he's very strange.
He's very, very strange. But he actually does really good as an actor. Yeah. Okay, he bought this movie for me.
I was clueless when I bought it. This movie is, to me, it's stupid, but it's funny because it's just so stupid.
It was one of those,
yeah,
like Dude, Where's My Car? Like that movie was funny, but it was just really stupid. But this one, I really liked it, and I know they made the TV series after this, but the TV series did not hold up to this. I can tell you that.
It's a pretty nice steelbook that Paramount. Yeah, Paramount.
Paramount did it. It's how she just glides in with her with the background. He introduced me to this one. If you haven't noticed, he's introduced me to a lot of good movies that I have not seen.
The Cobbler. This was a good movie.
Yes. I love the fact that he puts on these people's shoes, because obviously a cobbler, they fix shoes, and he uses this older machine, and he puts the shoes on, and he becomes that person. Like, that's funny.
Yeah, it was different.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a serious role for him, but also a comedic role also. It's showing that Adam Sandler can actually expand his career in different roles.
Yep.
Which I always knew he could, but he was more for the comedy, because, I mean...
Most people, kind
of don't want to go outside that genre because that's what they're great at.
Mm-hmm.
But next up is Eddie Murphy Coming to America. I have not seen this since, I think this movie came out in the 80s.
1988.
Okay, 1988.
I
remember Arsenio Hall. Is that who that is that's in this movie?
I think so.
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
You have to let us know in the comments. I have not seen this movie since the 80s.
The 80s. I think I saw it in the 90s because I was born in 85. So I probably saw it in the 90s. And I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. It does happen to have the two old men from Trading Places in this, which is like a cameo, which is actually pretty funny. If you haven't seen that yet, but the ending of it, those two old men pretty much become broke, and now they're on the street, and they're trying to get Eddie Murphy, who's also in that movie, to give him money. It's hilarious.
Remember, he was trying to do that in 48 Trading Places.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's from the old men.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have the
sequel, Coming to America, which was originally on Amazon Prime, which we never watched it on there. I have Prime. We don't really watch anything on there. I'm not big on streaming.
No.
But
if we can physically hold it, we'd rather have that.
This went on sale, and I'm like, we'll go ahead and grab it. I haven't heard the best things about it, and I was right, it's Arsenio.
Mm-hmm.
But have to let us know in the comments if this one
was funny. As funny as the first one?
Funny as the first one. I doubt it. But I figured we're a completionist. We got to get it.
Okay. Some people could consider this kind of like a creature feature, sci-fi.
Now, this is a very good. I got this for $25. To me, that was the steal. The Critters collection.
And from Scream Factory. Yeah. I love these movies. They're hilarious.
They're funny. Very funny. Yes. Especially in the second one where they're mistaken Easter eggs
for the critter eggs. I mean, wouldn't you be scared if this thing came up to you after you?
I like it when they yell, "Let's roll!"
Yes, I do it pretty good. I'm like, "Let's roll!" That's how they say it's hilarious. And then this was pretty decent. It wasn't as great as the original, but the fact that they brought Dee Wallace back in this was, I really like the fact that they did that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have the Crocodile Dundee trilogy. And I've seen 1, 2. The third one,
I think the third one's not that good. The first two.
right?
The first one's really funny.
Well,
The
yeah.
second one, he goes to, what, New York?
Yes, he's in New York in the second one.
Yeah. But the way he
But-
brings his style from the Australian outback to
Them
the...
two were a great pair together.
Yeah. It was nice to get them all together.
Yeah. We haven't seen this
We haven't
one.
watched this one yet.
So if you have, comment down below
The
to let
very
you know.
excellent Mr. Dundee.
Yes.
Found this at Walmart, and I'm like,
I mean, it's
why not
got
get it? It's got
Chevy
Paul-
Chase,
Yeah.
John Cleese, you know, Olivia Newton-John's actually this R.I.P. She passed away. But the fact that they brought him back and then the whole aesthetic, I definitely want to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't have my hopes high as good as the first one, but I'm definitely willing to give it a shot. Okay, this one I know has a Blu-ray, but we haven't gotten it yet. Which is Death Becomes Her. I love this movie. He does not like Meryl Streep, as you can tell if you look on his face. But I love Goldie Hawn.
This movie wasn't as funny as what she thought it was, my opinion. I have a different sense of humor,
Yeah.
but the movie is kind of predictable. It just didn't hit with me.
Which is fine.
You could get a Blu-ray or 4K. It's just not going to hit different whether the picture's better or not. I don't think it's not going to hit any different.
But that's okay. Like we said before, you know, he loves certain movies. I love certain movies. Some movies we love together, and some we don't.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's why we work.
Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo. What can you say?
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Exactly.
He's hilarious.
If you don't own it, you definitely need to own
Yes.
it. Okay. This is a Vestron video.
The Corey's Dream a Little Dream.
Yes.
Corey Feldman. Corey Haim, rest in peace.
Yes.
These two were good together. Corey Feldman, he's a funny, excellent actor.
Mhm.
And Corey Haim, what movies we've seen him in, or at least I've seen him in, he was a great actor.
He was.
He was kind of like a River Phoenix, never got really going.
Mhm.
But these two guys together is good, and a lot of people dogged on this movie, but
It was really good.
I really enjoyed it. The old person thing didn't really come too much sense, but I guess it did in the end.
Yeah.
But I mainly got it because it was Vestron and it had the two Corys in it. I mean, who the hell don't like Corey Haim and Corey Feldman?
You definitely, if you haven't picked up Vestron, you definitely should.
Yes.
Their movies may be on the cheaper side, but
They put out great movies.
they do, and they do really good quality. It always looks really
for a
nice.
low price.
Yes. So pick up Vestron movies. From our childhood.
Vinegar Syndrome.
Yes.
Drop Dead Fred.
Like, come on, look at this. If you guys remember this movie, like, this was hilarious.
I have not seen this movie since I was a kid.
Yeah, I haven't seen this since I was a kid too. He is hilarious. And Vinegar Syndrome, the way they do their packaging, like, they have obviously the original one sheet and then they're new. They have it both where you can flip it, which is really nice. And then plus when you get their slips, they're hard.
It costs a little bit more, but it's well worth it.
It is well worth it. They do really good quality. So definitely go check out vinegarsyndrome.com.
That is one company you need to give a chance because the movie selection may not always be the greatest. Like, I mean, they put out like a lot of sexual content, I guess.
Or movies that you haven't heard of.
Movies
But
that you haven't heard of, but
if you think about it, if they didn't put these out,
these movies would probably be lost and thrown away in the trash.
Right.
And you really don't want that. Whether the movie sucks or not, you still want it.
You
to
still
be
want it on a
You
physical.
still want it on format. I mean, I didn't want Barbie. We got the fucking piece of trash, but yeah. Next movie,
Next movie,
Dumb and Dumber.
the unrated.
What more can I say?
Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey. Come on now.
Two complete idiots.
Yes.
They fit well together. They're just funny. Absolutely hilarious.
I have not seen this one,
Dumb and Dumber
but I
2.
heard it was funny.
It is just about as funny as the first one. They're just as stupid.
Okay. Okay. I talked about this one in another video, but he has not seen it. Earth Girls Are Easy.
There's a lot I could say about this, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But this is a Vestron title,
Yes,
so
another Vestron
yeah.
with their nice little slip covers. Like every time they come out with one, there's always a slip,
yes,
which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they're always numbered.
Yes. That actually is number 27. For those collectors who love.
Empire Records. I watched this when I was a kid. We have just recently watched this
Last year.
over July 4th weekend.
Yeah.
Weekend, remember? This is a really good movie. I forget how good this movie actually was. It has Liv Tyler in it.
Yep. She was amazing. But out of all of them, I would probably have to say Robin Tooney was great, which is, she's right here. She shaved her head. She actually shaved her head for this film. But I really like her act as an actress, and it was nice seeing her in another role.
Yeah. Ernest. Ernest Goes to Camp. How can you not like Ernest?
Yes.
He-
He's hilarious. Vern.
Good old Vern.
Good old Vern. We have
But-
more of his, like I said,
Yes.
but it's in like the holiday
Yeah,
stuff.
we have Ernest Saves Christmas, which that's hilarious.
And then his Halloween one.
Yeah, we have Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yes.
That was a good one too.
Yes. He was so looking forward to this one that when it came out.
It got pushed back, so I was like, oh my god, they're gonna cancel this movie. This movie is downright hilarious.
Yes,
it's
it is.
raunchy. There's a lot of cussing in it.
Yep.
And you get to see naked men. You get to see what is it, naked women? Oh yeah, you got the testicular clamps,
Yes.
which which is funny. And then
Yes.
the guy on the train, Scoozy.
Mascuzi.
I can't say what the other part of them get what the
No.
email said, but
But that's okay.
Explorers has this
River
one
Phoenix.
has River Phoenix. Yes, we have not watched this yet, and this
No.
is the Shout Factory, Shout Select actually.
Yes. Shout Select.
Found this at Best Buy. I'm like, ooh,
Which is number
Ethan Hawke and
116.
River Phoenix. I'm like, I might as well grab this.
Yeah, I have not seen this.
I haven't either.
I am definitely looking forward to it because it looks like it's like a sci-fi movie. I like sci-fi movies. He's slowly getting there.
I'm not a geek.
Not everything, but
I'm not
he's...
a geek like she is.
No, I am a geek. I definitely admit that. I am a geek. But that's okay. We talked about this in one of our other
Ferris Bueller's
videos.
Day Off,
Yes.
80s.
Yes. Can never go wrong
No.
with Matthew Broderick. Okay. We have a Criterion.
The Fisher King, which she's never seen.
No.
It has Robin Williams in it.
Yeah, and the spy number is 764.
The Terry Gilliam film. His movies are, you either like them or you don't like them. This is probably one of the few movies of that Terry Gilliam did that I actually liked. She hasn't seen it yet.
I have not seen, so I can't really put my
It's a
input
good
in.
movie. We haven't watched that yet.
No. Okay, I gotta move this over, so give me a sec. Okay. Okay. So most of some of the movies we have, because Disney owns 20th Century Fox, so some of them are over in the area. We're gonna move like the 20th Century Fox over to our thing and then just leave the animated back in a tote at the moment because we don't have room.
Free Guy with
Ryan Reynolds. We have not seen this.
Deadpool.
Yes. So if it's good, let us know.
Yeah. I
'Cause-
bought it just because Ryan Reynolds was
Yeah.
in it. The only reason I bought it. I figured he's a pretty good actor,
Yes.
especially as Deadpool.
And then we got Funny People.
I actually finally got her to watch this last year.
Yes.
it's funny but serious at the same time to see Adam Sandler going through the struggle he was in that movie, trying to make other people laugh when he was dying on the inside.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. Like Robin Williams was definitely one of those people.
Yeah,
who,
he hit it very well. I used to be the same.
Yep.
I used to hide it.
He did. But he's pushed through and gotten better. He's not all the way 100% than he was when I first met him, but he's definitely gotten there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A Paramount Presents.
Oh, The Golden Child.
Okay. I have not seen this movie.
I've seen it. It's been years. It's been years, but this was on a sale on Paramount Presents sale on Amazon. I'm like, I'm gonna grab this. Paramount, their Paramount Presents lines, when they actually bring movies out on it, are actually they're pretty good. They're pretty good movies.
They're expensive when they first come out.
I usually wait for the sale because they're anywhere from $30 to $35 a pop.
Yeah. Well, we haven't opened this one.
Good Burger.
The Good Burger from our childhood.
This is funny. Keenan and Kel, they're just funny.
Welcome to Burger. He's funny. I don't know if the sequel is good.
You have to
let us know.
Holler at us in the comments there, because we haven't watched it. We don't have Paramount Plus anymore.
Another great Robin
Good
Williams.
Morning Vietnam.
I haven't seen this in forever.
A lot of cussing.
Yes.
But it's
hilarious.
A different side of Robin Williams you get to see.
Yes.
But it's I remember seeing this when I was younger.
Yeah.
I remember my parents got mad at me because I watched it. Because it had a lot of cussing in it. But I was a big Robin Williams fan. This movie just looked... At first I thought it was a war movie.
Yeah.
I guess it is kind of a little bit of a war movie, but...
because it's about Vietnam. Yeah.
But
as an announcer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta watch that movie again here
We
soon.
do. Okay. I don't think this has a Blu-ray.
It does not. Grandma's Boy.
This movie.
Let us know in the comments if anybody's seen this movie.
Yes. It is hilarious.
Yes. It's got all Adam Sandler's buddies in it.
But no,
They're basically getting high and playing video games pretty much the whole movie.
What can go wrong with playing video games?
Yeah, it's a laugh fest. It's definitely worth a check.
Yes. We have
Grown-ups. This was nice to have all these stars in one movie.
Yes.
You got Kevin James, you got Adam Sandler, you got Chris Rock, you have, who else is in it? Rob Schneider and David Spade. Yes, David Spade. Mr. Joe Dirt himself.
Yes. That movie is hilarious. We don't own that one, but that one is hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Then, of course, you got your woman. You got Salma Hayek.
You got Salma Hayek, which I don't think that woman ever ages.
No. Maria Bello, which she's actually a pretty good actress. Lights Out, the mom.
Oh.
There you go.
That was a great movie.
Yeah, and Maya Rudolph. She's hilarious, too. And then, of course, you got to have Grown Ups, too.
Yeah.
This one is just as good as the first one, I thought.
Mm-hmm. That will ever get it on 4K, but
probably not. But it was definitely okay.
Happy Gilmore, you had when he beats the hell out of Bob Barker.
Yeah,
that's one of the funniest parts of the movie.
And R.I.P. Carl Weathers, because he's in this movie as well, and he just recently passed away. But this movie is hilarious. If you don't have it, go get it.
If you haven't seen it, I gotta wonder what shell you've been hiding under for the rest of you.
Yes, because that movie is hilarious. We got
Here Comes the Boom. This is funny.
I have not seen this.
He's trying to be a UFC fighter or something in that movie.
Really?
He's doing some type of fighting in it.
It looks like it because it looks like there's a cage. So probably, I think you're right.
It's funny. I just got it because Kevin James was in it.
Yeah.
He's usually pretty funny.
Salma Hayek is in it as well.
Yeah. She's in a lot of our movies.
Yep. Okay, this doesn't have a Blu-ray, does it?
No.
The Hot Chick with Rob Schneider. I remember watching this when it first came out. This movie is hilarious. Rob Schneider is hilarious in any movie that he's done.
Yes.
Can never go wrong with that one. Okay, I gotta move. my next pile, so give me a sec. Okay. Because we don't want the physical media falling. Okay.
The Inkwell. This actually has one of my favorite black actors, Lorenz Tate.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a fan of him since Menace to Society. If you don't know who he is, you should. He was also in Dead Presidents.
Which we talked about.
That movie was excellent.
Yes, he introduced me to that one too. And I really
the other night we just watched Love Jones, which got a Criterion release.
Mm-hmm.
The different side of Lorenz Tate.
But it was good.
But it was good. The Inkwell is good too. It's like a love story summer.
Okay. This movie's hilarious.
And I don't pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Of course, that goes well on tell nowadays, but
yes.
But it's hilarious.
Yes. This movie is super hilarious.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it for a while, like probably when it first came out, but I laughed my butt off watching this movie.
Mm-hmm. Jack and Jill. Adam Sandler playing himself and his sister.
Yes.
It wasn't as one of his funniest, but it had some funny moments in it.
Yep.
But
he always does a really good job. I actually really enjoyed this one.
Jennifer Aniston.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Sandler. They end up falling in love.
Yes.
In that movie.
They do.
That was a good one too, though.
Yep. I have not seen this.
Kick-Ass. She said my girl's in it. Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah.
Which I pretty much get every movie she's in. For some reason, I take a liking to her.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But
I think we've only watched one movie
of hers that we
did not like, which was really upsetting because that movie definitely could have been better. It was Shadow in a Cloud. I didn't really like that one. And then, of course, you've got
Kick-Ass. And you also have The Cage.
Yes.
Which,
and then I will open this up.
It's a nice still book.
Yeah.
I actually didn't buy this one for The Cage.
He bought this for Chloe.
Yeah.
Because Chloe is his woman.
Yeah. Maybe someday.
No. In his dreams. But that's okay.
Maybe that dream won't come true.
Because I ain't going anywhere. I'm telling you that right now. I ain't going nowhere. And then, of course, we bought
Kick-Ass too.
Yes.
Cage is not in this one.
No.
This one's not as good as the first, but it's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
Has Chloe in it. At least she returned in the same boy that was in the first one.
The guy in the green, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't seen it.
They want to be superheroes.
Okay.
It's funny. You just got to sit back and enjoy it.
Okay. We did not upgrade.
No, I'm not the biggest Schwarzenegger fan.
If he had to pick between him and Sly Stallone, he would pick Sly.
Oh, yeah. No, there's
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this movie when I was younger. I don't know how it's going to resonate later on in life, but I like Arnold.
I'm not the biggest fan of him. It's either him or Sylvester Stallone, and always chose Sylvester just because of Rambo alone.
Yeah. And that'll be in another video, which is actually
to the corner of us. Yeah.
This way.
I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan,
Yeah.
just like she is a big fan of Arnold.
Right.
I don't say he sucks. He's a great actor. It's just not my pick.
He's not your pick, but that's okay.
Now this is the MVD
title.
Unfortunately, I didn't get the slipcover,
No.
but this was very expensive when it first came out, so I kind of held back. I actually felt sorry for this guy.
It was at the ending of it, it was supposed to continue, but they never did for some reason. Of course,
continue it, but
they did.
you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
Yes.
The girl's a total jackass in this movie.
Yes.
The way of course, he keeps going back. He's
digging
his own grave dealing with her. I don't understand.
Totally like head over heels for this woman.
Girl.
Yeah.
She ain't the best looking woman either. I thought the blonde was better looking.
She was.
And I'm not big on blondes.
No.
So,
but this movie was really good for the first time watch for both of us.
MVD sale, pick it up.
Yes. Okay, so this is like a collection because
Oh, it's a Laugh Out Loud 6 movie collection.
Yes.
You have
The Animal, The Bench Warmers. Let me get, there you go. Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo.
that was a good one.
The House Bunny.
Joe Dirt.
Oh, we do have Joe Dirt. I didn't think we did.
And the Master of Disguise.
And the Master of Disguise.
That was funny. Remember, he was in the turtle outfit.
Yes. All of these movies are hilarious.
Yeah, I wish that we would get
more movies like this nowadays.
This is Sony.
Yeah, you probably won't get them though.
Or if you do get it, they'll charge an outrageous price for it, just like they do their TVs.
Okay, we got this from Shout Factory.
Liar Liar.
Yes.
I mean, Jim Carrey, the old Jim Carrey.
Yeah, we switched it.
Yeah.
That has the original one seat on the other side of it. But we thought this one was funnier looking because that is definitely him in this movie. You definitely need to pick this movie up if you haven't already because this movie is hilarious.
I got it for $15, so that wasn't bad.
No.
For a Shout movie because it was usually pretty pricey.
Right, and we waited on this one, didn't we?
No, I got it about a week after it came out.
Okay. Okay, I have not seen this one.
This is good. Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy together, they're in jail. They're in there. It's especially the cornbread scene. Yeah, he gave my cornbread. It's they don't make movies like this anymore either. Them two were funny. As if you had never seen doesn't it have Bernie Mac?
Yeah, the late great Bernie Mac.
Yeah. I forget who the bigger bald-headed guy's name is, but
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. But if you haven't seen this is definitely worth a watch. You just sit back and just laugh. If you're having a pretty bad day, pop this in. Yeah, it's funny. It's hilarious.
We have another Vestron.
Little Monsters. Fred Savage.
And Howie Mandel.
Yeah.
Great movie. This is from our childhood. I know they are coming out with the
Vestron Steelbook
of this, but since we already have this, we're not going to get that one. But this movie is funny and hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Fred Savage is great in this movie. So is Howie.
I thought Howie did a good job.
He did.
This is like there's a cult following for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay, we haven't upgraded yet because
Little
it's expensive.
I plan on getting that. It's from Shout, right?
Scream?
I think Shout.
Okay, there's the same thing.
Little Nicky.
Yes.
A lot of people don't like this movie, but I really thought this movie was just down hilarious. His dog, Mr. Beefy.
Yes.
And just the way he talked.
Yes.
Was funny.
Yes.
And then Hitler getting that pineapple shoved up his ass.
Yeah, that part.
And then that Birdman trying to have sex with him.
Yeah. This movie is all right, hilarious. We're waiting for the price to kind of drop a little bit and upgrade to the Blu-ray because this one definitely deserved one, and I'm happy that they finally have one.
Yes.
Okay, I guess you want me to.
All right. Next movie is the original Burt Reynolds, The Longest Yard. I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid. We just recently watched some Burt Reynolds movies, Smokey and the Bandit, which they're hilarious.
Yes, Smokey and the Bandit was great.
But this is a pretty funny movie, I thought. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I hope it holds up. I know Kino Lorber is going to do an excellent job on the
4K transfer.
The transfer is what? They put it in Dolby Vision? Yes, it's in Dolby Vision. So that makes it nice.
Just moving around some movies so I can make room. Okay.
Next up, we have the remake with Adam Sandler and Chris Rock, The Longest Yard.
This movie was
basically
funny.
The same premise.
Yeah, and Burt Reynolds.
And Burt Reynolds actually has a cameo in it.
Yeah, he's in there too,
And,
which is great.
It was a funny one.
The Lost City. We have not seen this yet, but it is on our watch list to watch this month.
Yep.
Which I'm looking forward to it. Because Daniel Radcliffe's in this too. The guy who played Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
He's He's supposed to be, I guess, the bad guy in this movie. So that's going to be interesting. And Brad Pitt's in this too, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Toni Collette.
We haven't seen this one yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
Yes.
What
how you feel about this movie if
heard
you've
a
seen
couple
it.
YouTubers kind of shit on this movie, but we kind of base our own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to watch. I think Toni Collette's an awesome actor.
Yes. Absolutely.
The only one you need, the original Mean Girls, not
this reboot that
whatever the crap they just freaking
Yeah.
released. Yeah, I will keep this one.
Yeah.
The girls are a lot better looking than this one anyway.
Right. They are coming out with a 4K Steelbook, which I'm
Yes.
assuming is going to be the same as this.
Yep.
So we're not going to upgrade. We have an OLED TV and a Panasonic.
UB820 4K player.
Yeah, so it normally upgrades already as it is.
Upscales.
Yes. Thank you. So.
Next up is The Cage.
The Cage.
Mom and Dad. If you want to see Nicolas Cage deranged, this is the perfect
And some
movie.
other.
Yeah, they start killing kids.
This movie's
I mean, I
great.
enjoyed the shit out of it.
He again, another movie he introduced me to.
As soon as I seen the previews of this, I'm like, I gotta see this movie. A movie where they just go and start killing kids. I'm like, hell yes, that sounds good.
Yes, this movie was great.
Yeah.
Like absolutely great. Which plays in
Because them
with
two act totally normal, then all of a sudden the town just went
nuts.
Went nuts. It was funny. Remember that one heavyset guy jumped over the gate to get after that one kid?
Or climbing up in the school.
Yeah.
That was funny too.
Yeah.
Where he broke the pool table down in the basement.
Yeah.
That was even funnier.
Yeah.
They're definitely demented in that movie. Mr. Deeds.
Adam Sandler and Winona Ryder.
Yes.
This was actually a pretty funny movie also, I thought. Didn't
Yes. I really like Winona Ryder. I haven't seen all of her movies, but I've seen quite a few that I actually really like. But she did really good job in this movie.
you? Yeah. Of course, Adam Sandler.
Of course,
always
Adam
does
Sandler did too.
Yeah.
What a
Next
good
up is
twist at the
another
end.
Vestron title. This is number 30 in the line. My Best Friend is a Vampire. We have not watched this yet. We meant to watch it during the Halloween season, but we
We had
actually
so
ran
many.
out of time because there's certain franchises that must be watched,
Yes.
and they automatically come first. Other movies get pushed to the side.
Yes.
So we're gonna be watching this here at some point. It looks to be a pretty good movie. I mean, it's from what, the 80s?
I believe so. Yeah, 1988.
1988, so most likely it's going to be a good movie. That's pretty much when all the good movies came out, the 80s
Right.
and 90s.
If you couldn't tell, like this row and this row is actually, and it goes all the way down. We have 3 of these shelves, and that's our horror selection.
Yeah.
So if you couldn't tell, we have a lot of horror to watch. We normally start like in September and
Yeah.
start watching because we have so many that we want to watch
Mhm.
and during that time frame. Rob Zombie, The Munsters.
I know there's a lot of shit talk about this movie, but which really pisses me off because I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie. I mean, if you don't like him in the direction he takes in his movies,
Then don't watch
don't
him.
freaking watch it. We don't want to hear constantly certain YouTubers come on here and they bash Rob Zombie, but they buy their movies.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't understand it. You either
Like him or you don't like
listen to
him.
his music. You know what to expect from him. Is this better than House of a Thousand Corpses or 31? No.
It's a different. It's
It's
different.
a different
role
take on, but the guy built it, the
He-
driveway and everything himself.
Yeah, he built
had it-
that whole town that they go to
Yeah.
for this house or whatever. I can't remember the street name off the top of my head, but he literally spent a good chunk of his money and built this
Mhm.
whole entire town.
I know people bitch because Sherry Moon's in it.
That's his wife.
Yeah. I mean,
But she has told multiple people
She
that
only works with Rob
she only
Zombie.
wants to work with her husband,
Yeah.
which is actually great. And
I think she's a pretty good actor. I mean,
Yep.
a beautiful woman.
she is.
I mean, Rob Zombie got a beautiful wife.
Hmm. She's like in her.
I support Rob
50s
Zombie,
too,
whether
and she
people
still looks
like
really
him
good.
or not.
Yeah.
He's a great director, just like he is a singer.
This movie is like a prequel
Yeah.
to the TV show, so you got to take that in mind too. But take the time and actually watch the movie.
Yeah.
Don't just automatically judge it. Don't have that judgy, that judgy little thing that you have when you go watch a movie. Oh, I don't really want to watch this movie, but I'll watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just sit there and watch it. Like, he did a really good job for a movie that's not a horror movie.
Yeah. The coloring was different, but
yes, I like that it goes from like black and white to color. That was pretty ingenious of him.
Mm-hmm. Now we have National Lampoon's Animal House.
Yes.
What can I say?
John Belushi.
80s.
Yes.
Classic.
I mean, literally, John Belushi. Like, seriously.
Comedy. Raunchy.
Yeah. I introduced him to this film.
Sex.
Which is very few that I introduce him to movies.
Yeah.
It's normally the other way around. And you really enjoyed this movie.
Mm-hmm. The transfer was excellent also
Yes.
for as old as the movie was.
Universal did a good job.
Did the Lord's work on this one.
Yes.
So that's a thumbs up for Universal on that one.
Keep it up, Universal.
Chevy Chase. National Lampoon's Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I love them all. Christmas Vacation is my favorite. But once again, these movies come from the 80s, 90s. They're hilarious.
Yeah, Christmas is down with the holiday. But we have it because it's National Lampoons, so that's what we put them all under. But we didn't buy the Steelbook. We actually liked the slipcover version better, even though the Steelbook had the original one sheet, which, no, this one does not. But this movie is hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to go see it and buy it and watch it. I mean, Chevy Chase alone.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah. And Beverly and D'Angelo, she's great.
She looked good back in the day.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Again, National Lampoon.
Van Wilder.
With Ryan Reynolds and Tara Reid.
I know this movie probably offended a lot of people, which would make me like it even more.
Yes.
I mean, Tara Reid back in the day, she was a sex symbol.
Yes.
She really was. American Pie.
Mm-hmm.
She looked good. I mean, she doesn't now. Though.
She doesn't now, but she I guess finally came back to movies. She's got a new movie. It was out at Walmart, I think.
But this movie was funny, very funny. We haven't watched this I haven't seen this in years.
Yeah, we haven't seen this on 4K yet.
No, not yet.
No.
We're moving on to a Kino Lorber title.
Yes.
Mr. Cool Hand Luke himself, Paul Newman, Nobody's Fool. Mm-hmm. I've never seen this. Mm-mm. I'm actually looking forward to. It's
got Melanie Griffith in it.
Watching. I didn't know that. I got it for
Paul Newman.
Yeah. This is actually a 4K scan from the original camera negative, so that's cool.
Yes.
And Kino Lorber always does a wonderful job on their movies, so.
Yes. They do an amazing job. And the nice thing about Kino Lorber is most of the time when they have sales, they don't charge you for tax.
No, they don't charge you tax at all. It actually feels like a sale.
Yes.
No hard feelings.
We have not seen this one yet, but it's part of our list, isn't it?
Yeah, if this guy don't get it on with Jennifer Lawrence, I'd have to question his sexuality. I mean...
Yeah, because she's pretty hot.
She dropped it right in front of me. I get right on it.
Yeah. I like Jennifer Lawrence, the fact that she
can do comedy.
Yes. She can do serious.
Yes.
Because we've seen her in a serious role, which was Red Sparrow, which is great, which we know and which we'll eventually show you. But I like the fact that she's like not the typical Hollywood standard.
Yeah, the bullshit standard.
Yeah, you either like her or you don't. She just don't care. She's very blunt. She's very honest, and I definitely yes, and that's what I really like about her. Yeah. This movie.
Once Upon a Time in Venice. Bruce Willis.
Yes. You have to watch this movie. Okay, so it's also got Jason Momoa in it, but he plays
Jason Momoa, he
a
plays a
Hispanic.
Mexican. Yeah.
You need to watch this. It's hilarious.
I kept watching. I'm like, that's Momoa. I'm like, he's not Mexican. he played it to the key though.
Yes. If you want to see Bruce Willis naked, this is the movie you need to watch because he actually runs through Venice naked. It's hilarious.
She got all hot and bothered about it.
I like Bruce Willis.
I know you liked his Willie too, didn't you?
No, I didn't like his. I don't pay attention to that part. But this movie is hilarious. Like we were laughing like nonstop through this whole entire thing. Like,
remember when he went down there with the hookers?
Yes.
That was funny.
But you definitely need to watch this movie.
This is the Severin.
Yes. I think this was our first Severin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So I love this movie. You can never go wrong with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. We have not seen the remake, nor do we want to see the remake. Don't think so.
No.
Mm-mm. You can't. Don't remake good things.
Hollywood needs to come up with new ideals, not keep trying to rehash movies that were already great.
Yes.
Leave it alone. Because the actors nowadays, no, just not happening.
I love what Kurt Russell does to Goldie Hawn in this movie. Like this part here. So, like, my mom sadly passed away, but if you looked pictures of her and Goldie Hawn, she actually looks similar to Goldie Hawn. So every time, like, I see Goldie Hawn, it reminds me of my mom. And it's hilarious because my mom kind of acted like this too. I admit that she did. But this movie is hilarious. I love the fact of the whole aesthetic of this movie and it turns around and that she leaves. She has all this money and she leaves her husband and he gets zero. That's the best part.
Severin did a good job.
Yes.
Reach me with Old Sly. Well, I have not watched this yet. But we found this at Second and Charles.
Yes, we did. Which is like our Hamilton books, like we said in another video. But they have pretty actually decent deals. We've gotten where it's like buy 5 get 5 free, which is pretty good.
Yeah. But let us know in the comments if you've seen this. I just bought it because it's Sylvester Stallone. Let us know if it's any good.
It's got a decent amount of people in it.
This I do know for a fact. This Risky Business. This is getting a 4K this year.
Yes.
And it's coming from not Paramount, but Warner Brothers. So hopefully they do the justice. That will be a first day buy for me because if y'all have been watching, Tom Cruise is my favorite actor.
Yes.
It looks like Nicolas Cage, but he's my second favorite actor. But this, I cannot wait to see what this looks like. I love this movie when I was a kid, and I love it anymore as I get older.
Yeah, the best part of him sliding across in his underwear and dancing. Like, Tom Cruise is an amazing actor.
I do that all the time.
No, you don't. I wish you would, though. But he's an amazing actor. You can put him in any role, and he would be like Nicolas Cage, top notch. This is a great movie. I'm excited to watch it in 4K when it comes out.
Speaking of another role,
yes,
Tom Cruise.
Okay, I've seen this.
Rock of Ages.
And he has not.
That's a very, very rare Tom Cruise movie I have not seen.
So he won't watch. He doesn't like musicals unless it's obviously about rock. But he has not seen this one yet.
I'm looking forward to seeing it though.
I actually really like this movie. I also really, really appreciate Russell Brand. He's pretty funny.
He's a good actor. It's very underrated. It's a shame what
everything's going on with him.
Do to him. It's bullshit.
He's definitely really funny.
Yeah.
And then you got Catherine Zeta-Jones is in this too.
Yeah.
So she's pretty good as well. Okay. Childhood. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. These two together are so stupid, but they work so well together. I haven't seen this, and I think since it first originally came out, and I watched it over and over again because I love this movie so much. But definitely pick this up. Rough Night. This movie was hilarious. Like, I had not seen this movie. Again, another one he has introduced me to. And ScarJo, like, all of these women are hilarious. What happens to them and what they have to deal with is so funny.
It was nice to see her in a different role because I'm not too big a fan of her.
Mm-hmm.
But she was pretty funny in this. I actually have to say the woman from Australia that came up. Yeah, that woman there, I think she's from Australia. She was the funniest in the movie, I thought. And that
Kate McKay,
that
I think
girl, right?
Which is the redhead?
No, the one. Yep, that one.
That one. She was in Godmother.
She was funny.
Yeah, she was very funny.
She was very funny.
I actually like her.
Well, if you haven't seen it, it's actually a movie worth checking out.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to purchase it, but if it's on streaming,
definitely check it out.
It's definitely, or check out, or if it's even on a sale, pick it up.
The late great Robin Williams.
This is actually my favorite movie with him in it. RV. It's hilarious. The stuff that goes on in this movie is
that he has to deal with.
Especially that family he has to deal with. I'm surprised he just didn't drive them off a cliff.
And this poor RV, that poor thing, got treated like crap.
Yeah.
But this whole family is hilarious together. Absolutely hilarious. Like Cheryl Hines, which is right here. Oh my God, her singing is so horrible.
Jeff Daniels is in it.
Yes, and Jeff Daniels and Kristen Chenoweth.
Yeah.
And even a very young, right here, Josh Henderson, who's also in the Hunger Games, is PETA. So to see him growing up.
He was like he acted like a gangbanger.
Yeah, he's hilarious. But this movie is great. If you have not watched it, watch it. Another one he introduced me to.
She's Out of My League.
Yes.
It has the guy that plays Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon. This movie was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're rebooting How to Train Your Dragon.
I'm not very
I don't know if she's going to watch it. I plan on not watching it because Hiccup is not going to be the same person, and I'm used to that. Once again, don't take something that's already great.
Yeah.
I know Gerard Butler's going to be in it. He's a great actor.
It's going to be a live action version.
This guy's not in it.
No.
I'm so used to him. When I think of Hiccup, I think of him.
Yeah. And even Astrid as American for I mean, and even Kristen Wiig, like everybody who was in that, they should have tried to at least get them. If you couldn't get them, you shouldn't do it.
This movie's funny though because it shows a guy that thinks he can't get a girl because she's drop dead gorgeous.
Right.
It's bullshit. You can.
You can. It doesn't matter the looks.
Yeah.
All that matters is what's on the inside. Yep. So always remember that, people.
Yeah.
Because you can always be with who you want to be with no matter what. If they don't treat you the way you treat them, then they're not worth it.
Yeah, tell them get the hell out. They ain't worth
exactly.
Time. So go ahead and get out.
Mm-hmm. I ain't getting anywhere. Crazy. I introduced him to this one. This is an Arrow video to 16 Candles. Arrow. It's a rom-com.
Yeah.
You know, but it's got Molly Ringwald in it. And Anthony Michael Hall. A very young Anthony Michael Hall. But this movie is great. The whole underwear scene in the bathroom was hilarious.
The transfer was on this as well. It's coming from Arrow. I mean, they're just Arrow.
Yes. Arrow does an amazing job.
Anything they release is excellent.
And again, Arrow, their slip. Like, that's a hard slip. It's not janky.
Yeah, they don't make the cheap crap.
Then,
like Sony does.
Yes.
And who else does that? Warner
Disney.
Brothers? Well, I don't know what
Warner Brothers as well. But this is very good.
Disney's too stupid to release anything.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of Disney.
Does not have a Blu-ray. This one actually really deserves a Blu-ray, which is 6 Days, 7 Nights. I introduced him to this movie. He had not seen it at all.
No.
I'm a big fan of Harrison Ford. If I would have to say out of everybody, my favorite actor would be Harrison Ford. I fell in love with him with Indiana Jones and then like try to watch as much of his stuff that he has come out with. I think he's amazing. Will refuse to watch the new Indiana Jones because all the woke crap in it, but the originals, you can never go wrong with that.
Even Crystal Skull wasn't as bad as what people pretend it to be. I actually enjoyed that one. I wish they would have continued from that with
Shia LaBeouf as his son.
Yeah, that's what they should have done instead of
whatever
having some woman lead him the whole way through the movie like he's freaking retarded.
Yeah.
I know you want to give it because it's a completionist.
Yeah.
But it's a complete piece of shit.
Yeah.
That Disney just keeps cranking out. I mean, how much money have they lost?
Way too much.
In the last, 2 years?
Yes.
I mean...
Yeah. Since COVID, really.
Yeah. I mean, to put out...
crap.
Yeah.
Need to put out, like, original things, you know.
This... Go back in your 20th century vault. You got every single thing that they've ever done.
This is a
Bring it out. What is it?
Touchstone.
Yes, Disney.
Yeah.
Put it out on Blu-ray. You don't have to necessarily put it out on 4K, but put it out on Blu-ray.
Or, again, license it out for somebody else to put it on Blu-ray.
I mean, they licensed out WALL-E.
Yeah.
And once again, Criterion did it. The 4K was so much better.
Yeah.
Disney does not have a clue how to do a 4K.
Arrow would actually do a really good job on this one.
I see Kino Lorber doing that one.
Okay.
Because they're pretty good for doing
Paramount Presents, but they won't own it.
Paramount would have to buy it.
They would have to buy it out.
Which Paramount and Warner Brothers are getting ready to merge together because
they're having issues.
There are issues with their streaming with all the garbage movies they keep releasing.
Mm-hmm. But this movie is a very great movie.
Alrighty, here we go. Stop.
Where my mama shoot.
This has Estelle Getty from the Golden Girls.
Yes.
And Sylvester Stallone.
This is a Mill Creek.
Yeah,
I like the
with
VHS.
The retro VHS cover.
Yes.
She's never seen this.
I have not. I'm looking forward to it.
It's stupid funny. It's not a role you would expect from Sylvester Stallone, but Estelle Getty was the
highlight?
Was the draw of the movie, but it's hilarious.
I'm definitely looking forward to watching that one. Okay, we have not watched this one yet, but we are so looking forward to it. On Strays, we are big animal lovers.
Yes,
and I really want to watch
I wanted to see this.
Yes, normally when there's a dog movie, we normally go out and we watch it in movie theaters because that's how much we love animals. As you can tell from one of our other videos with one of our dogs who showed up. But I'm looking forward to this. I've heard it is absolutely hilarious, that you will be like falling out of your seat on how funny it is. If you've seen it, let us know down below.
Another movie that I introduced her to has Mark Harmon in it, Summer School.
From Shout Select. This movie was great.
Yeah. An older crowd would remember this movie. Possibly maybe people in their 30s, early 30s would remember this, probably.
Early 30s, yeah.
Right, any lower than that, unless you're into older movies.
Yeah.
But
it's got the late, great Chrissy Alley in it.
Yes. This movie is just funny. It's just a bunch of kids that has to go to summer school, and unfortunately, he's the one teacher that they put to it. So
yeah, he was supposed to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And got stuck, which sucks for him. But this movie was
it's a classic.
Hilarious.
It's a classic.
Okay. I have not seen this movie. That's my boy.
That's my boy. It has Andy Samberg in it.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've seen this, so I can't remember.
Oh, really. It's got the late, great James Caan in it.
So somebody sound off in the comments how you feel about this movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. Honestly, I assume it's a father and son. I can't remember exactly what it was about.
Yeah, the story of a child and his son.
Right, there you go.
So I'm looking forward to watching them.
And we have just recently watched this. She's never heard of it.
No.
But it has a bully in named Buddy. And he doesn't like to be touched.
No.
Unless you want to meet him in the parking lot at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
3 o'clock high. It's
from Shout Select.
It takes place on one day.
Yes.
From the morning school starts until the end of the day.
Yes.
That's the movie.
Yes.
But it's funny the way he acts.
Yes.
Because he's
Jerry.
scared to death of what if he wouldn't have touched Buddy in the first place? You wouldn't.
No.
Yeah, he ended
Buddy
up.
Rydell.
He ended up
Rebel.
paying somebody $400 to go after Buddy.
And he got his
And Buddy
ass
Buddy got his Buddy just smashed his face in
That movie
because he
was,
touched him.
that was so funny. He's like, leave him alone. And he like just went at him, and then all the
If
bookcases.
you haven't seen this, definitely
You need
pick
to watch
this up
it.
on a shout sale because that's
Yes.
what I did. It's definitely worth it. You'll laugh.
Yes.
Got this on a Kino sale. Has one of the greatest actors of all time, let alone one of the best directors of all time, Clint Eastwood, Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. I have not seen this. I plan on going back on pretty much everything that he's ever came out with.
Yeah. I think we have a decent amount where we could probably have a Clint Eastwood
Oh yeah, definitely.
month, which includes like just movies that he's not in but he's directed. Jeff Bridges is also in this movie.
I know.
So
He has another one coming out called Paint Your Wagon. That's getting ready to come out here, not too far from here.
yeah.
I plan on getting that one just because Clint Eastwood's in it.
Yep.
I never heard of it, but
Never
it's
heard
Clint
of
Eastwood.
him.
I got to get it.
Yes.
Alrighty. So this is like a, I'd say this is the franchise. This is, I would probably have to say, is the best black director
Yes.
in my mind. Tyler Perry.
Yes.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman, which introduced Medea.
Yes.
And
Medea.
and him
Medea.
and
You
him
gotta say it
playing
like that.
Medea, it's just, yeah. This movie just sets it off, and then I remember when I first seen this when I was younger, I'm like, what did I just watch?
So I had heard of the Medea movies, but I never was able to watch them because I didn't have cable. I didn't have streaming services where I lived before I moved in with him. And I was looking so forward to watching these movies, and he's hilarious. Tyler Perry is an amazing director
Yes, he is.
and an amazing actor. And the fact that he is Medea
Yeah.
he just blows it out
Yeah.
of the water.
Yeah.
Very good. Underrated.
If you
All of
have-
his
if you
movies are
haven't
underrated.
Seen, any of the Medea movies, you need to check them out
Yes.
because they're funny.
So we have them in the order you're actually supposed to watch
This
them.
is Tyler Perry's Medea's Family Reunion, which basically continues the story of Medea, which she gets worse and worse as she goes on.
But the nice thing about Medea is she takes no shit.
Yeah.
She really doesn't. You come at her, she just comes right back.
Mm-hmm.
Great movie.
Well, she was a hoe back in the day.
She was a hoe.
This is where you get to meet the other part of the family, the Browns,
Mhm.
which they're a little entertaining group.
Yes.
I think Medea's in this, but not as much. This is
No.
mainly to introduce
Choose the rest, some more of the family.
Yeah, but it was also a solid, funny movie.
Yes.
The Tyler Perry. So, and then we go back to Medea, where she goes to jail.
Medea goes to jail.
This is funny because that's the one she goes that thing at Kmart.
Yes. About taking the spot. If you
Yeah.
have not seen this part, so she was waiting for a spot like up front, and this woman in this fancy new car or whatever came up and stole her spot. She's been sitting there waiting
Yeah.
for it, and somebody backed down and she took it. Well, she decided to go over and get a forklift, take the forklift, move the car up and out of the way, and then put her car there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's another Tyler Perry movie.
If you haven't, we obviously have all the Tyler Perry movies together.
I Can Do Bad All by Myself.
She's amazing, this woman, which
To
is,
Jerry P. Henson.
yes, she is an amazing actress. She can really do anything. I really like her.
Yeah. Back to Medea.
Some more Medea.
Tyler Perry's Medea's Big Happy Family. What else can you say?
You can't.
It's Medea.
It's Medea.
Yeah.
You just need to watch them.
Yes.
Like, them all and her are hilarious together. absolutely hilarious.
Next up is Medea's Witness Protection.
Yes.
So happy to own this one also.
Yes.
This one I never even knew, but Tyler Perry had a animated movie of Medea called Medea's Tough Love.
We have not watched this one yet, but we're definitely
Sound
looking
off in
forward
the
to it.
comments if this movie is funny. I assume it is because
It's Medea.
It's Medea, yes.
But definitely let us know if you've seen this. Okay, this should be part of the
Halloween
selection.
But we keep all the Tyler Perrys together.
Right. Okay.
Boo.
Boo.
A Medea Halloween.
Yes. She's crazy. Like, literally, look at this. This is her in a chainsaw. She's crazy. I'm telling you, but...
They're at the beginning, they're out handing candy out in the beginning.
Yeah, and then...
She's talking about her being a hoe back in the day.
Yeah, and then this woman right here, I can't remember her character's name.
She's funny,
but
too.
When she was giving, handing out the candy or whatever, she would stick her hand in the other people's candy thing and stick it back at hers, so she never ran out of candy. She's actually a smart woman. I'm telling you.
Then you have a Medea Christmas. This one's even funnier because it has Larry the Cable Guy in it.
Yes.
Which he's hilarious.
Yes.
He is. Yeah.
And I can't ever pronounce her last name.
From
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Kathy. I can't say that. Najimy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just as funny. What they do in this movie is just downright hilarious.
We're having Medea, especially the part where they're heading down to their family for Christmas, because her mom was one of those type that she likes to be together with her daughter at Christmas.
She's a very controlling mother.
Yeah. They were heading down, and Medea had to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
So they stopped at a gas station, and was it Alabama?
I think so.
And she went out and went in. Here it was a KKK meeting. She came flying back out, ran in that car. She's like,
go!
That was funny. Then we have
Tyler Perry's Boo 2. This one's just as good as the first one.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Okay. Then you have...
We have not opened this one yet.
No.
Oh, yeah, because we haven't watched this one. Tyler Perry's A Medea Family Funeral. This is the only one that we have not watched yet, but we're definitely looking forward to it. If you've seen this, let us know. If it's just as hilarious as the rest of them. I'm assuming it is because it's Tyler Perry and Medea.
This is a good movie for a father who has to go through crap with an ex trying to deal with to see or get with your kids because the ex is a complete bitch.
Yes.
This shows what a father actually has to go through. You know, a lot of times it's the woman that is the one getting treated bad.
No.
Tyler Perry actually put a spin on it, showing it works both ways.
It does.
This is a
Idris Elba
solid drama.
Is amazing in this movie. But like he said, it can happen whether it's the woman, but it also can happen to the man as well, who really wants to take on that father role and just go with it.
Yeah.
Great movie.
I can actually answer this. Why did I get married? I could definitely answer that. Why did I get married? I guess I was stupid.
Yeah.
I made a mistake. I've learned from it. I moved on and found myself a good woman. Hopefully she stays.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
This is basically a movie. All these couples get together. They spend the weekend together. Of course, stuff starts happening. They start fighting, especially the one couple. Because the one guy's really ignorant to his woman because she's bigger.
She's a bigger woman, which it is him.
Well, it shouldn't matter if you're bigger or not, as long as it's as long as she treats you good.
Yep.
Who gives a shit?
I mean, that's the way a relationship works. It's give and take. If you don't, that's what this movie is about. Like, you have to give and take, and you have to work on a relationship. You have to work on a marriage and not give up and just keep working at it. If you don't, you're doomed to fail.
And Janet Jackson and her husband, they're pretty much hiding their issues the whole time.
Well, that's in the second one.
That's in the second one,
which
but
they're hiding.
They're hiding.
That they're having issues, and because they don't want, because these are all their friends.
They don't want the rest of the group to know. They want them to think that they're in the perfect relationship, but they're really not.
to be honest, there's not a perfect relationship.
No.
You know, if your other person is down, the other person who's not down needs to pick up some slack and help out. And that's just, like I said, just give and take.
This leads us to Why Did I Get
Married
Married?
2. This has a very sad ending. Absolutely, because Janet Jackson's husband ends up dying at the end of this movie.
And she turned into like a total
Like a psycho.
like a psycho bitch. I was on his side
Yes.
because of
We
the
both
way
were.
because of the way he acted.
Yeah.
I mean, she acted, and look what happened to him.
Yeah, he tried to stay calm as possible
Mhm.
because he didn't want it to be any worse than it was. But
And she just drove it to be worse. She was
Yeah.
a psychopath.
yeah, but both of these movies,
You need to pick them up.
you need to pick them up and watch them. You know, watch them as a couple.
Mhm.
You know, like go through and see what, you know, because you're not the only person who's dealing with stuff. But definitely go through and watch these movies.
All right, now back to Jerry P. Henson in a psychotic role.
She's crazy. She's absolutely beyond crazy in this role.
Yes.
Which is,
Acrimony.
yes. She becomes like a stalker psychopath. Like, literally, hell hath no fury. Like a woman scorned, she's crazy. She's absolutely crazy. I wouldn't want to mess with that woman.
Next movie up is Tyler Perry's Temptation Confession of a Marriage Counselor.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a hint from this. A woman thinks it's better for her to go off because the guy has money.
Yeah.
And then the other guy gets left behind wondering why she left. This movie, when I watched it, pissed me off. But that happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's not right. Just you leave somebody just because they have money. Money is not happiness.
No, money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
It really is.
It really is.
But
This movie shows it.
Yeah, that's why with us, like we always say, you know, money's money. You can earn it.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal.
Good deeds.
And then we got Good Deeds, again with Tyler Perry.
That was a normal Tyler Perry in that one.
Yes.
That's about him falling in love, remember?
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one too. That was a movie you shouldn't sleep on also.
Mm-mm.
Pretty much all Tyler Perry movies.
You definitely should not sleep on.
All right, well, we're going to flip it because we're back to The Cage.
The Cage.
The unbearable weight of massive talent.
Okay, so we have not watched this yet.
Cage playing Cage.
Yes, Cage playing Cage. And Pedro Pascal here. Okay, he alone is an amazing actor. You know, but...
Not a Wonder Woman 84, he wasn't. That movie was... He was annoying in that movie.
Yeah, he was annoying. I didn't like him in that one. But we have not watched this yet. We just haven't gotten around to it yet. Because we've had other things. But this...
Once again, Lionsgate Steelbook.
Lionsgate Steelbook. Like all the versions...
All the many faces of
Nicolas Cage.
and all the movies that he's done.
Yes. This Steelbook is
There's
great.
Andy right there.
Mm-hmm. Which I haven't seen yet. But
yeah.
If you've seen this movie, comment down below.
What can we say? It's The Cage.
Yes. We automatically assume it's fantastic because it's The Cage. Okay. This is a Shout Select movie that you need to just go and buy when there's a sale. Okay. Used cars.
I did not buy this on a sale.
No. We bought this day one. This is Kurt Russell. He is a used car salesman, and he's absolutely hilarious. Like, absolutely hilarious. What he pulls and what he does in this movie is so funny. You definitely need to pick this up.
Yes. It's a teen. A teen.
Varsity Blues on 4K. This just recently came out.
Who doesn't want to see the
Yes.
whipped cream bikini?
Yes.
Who doesn't want to see that? She wanted to see it. She was all excited. She's like, oh my God, look at that whipped cream bikini. In 4K too.
Yes. James Vanderbeek. John Voight is...
I loved him.
Yes.
The way he played. He was
He did an amazing job
Yes.
at this.
He was a hard-nosed coach.
And then you also have, of course, the late great
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. Rest in peace. But this movie, you definitely need to not sit
Yeah.
on and watch this movie. Even if you don't like football, but this movie is so good. Everybody who's in this movie
the movie
is
from
amazing.
back in the day. It was well received. It's an MTV movie.
Yeah.
It's a comedy. I mean, it takes place in Texas,
Yes.
where a lot of football movies, because Texas is big on football movies.
There.
But the 4K transfer was excellent. The sound, it didn't have Dolby Atmos, but the sound was really good.
Yes. Don't sleep.
The solid release. You need to pick it up.
Yes. Okay, we actually just talked about this in our haul that we just got. I have not seen this one, but he has, and he said this movie is like absolutely freaking hilarious, which is Walk Hard.
Walk Hard, a Dewey Cox story.
So I mean, John C. Reilly. I mean, come on, look at that face. I mean, come on now. Okay, I actually introduced you to this movie, which is Warm Bodies. This movie is amazing. It's a great zombie movie and love story all at one. But this slipcover, again, Lionsgate does.
Always Lionsgate.
Okay, how it comes out like that.
Yeah.
Here's your skellies. This is what happens when you give up and you're a zombie. You definitely need to go and purchase this. This movie was great.
I gave it a chance. When I first seen it, I didn't not seen it, but seen that it came out. I'm like, yeah, I didn't. Nah. But when I watched it, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I told him I wanted it, and we got it.
It was really good. Now we're gonna have some good, high quality H2O.
Yes. And Adam Sandler.
That's all we can say. Is Adam Sandler, the Water Boy.
Yes. I can never pronounce her name, but she plays an amazing psychotic
She's from
woman.
The Craft.
Yes.
Yes. Wayne's World.
Party on. Excellent. Okay, so we have the 4K of this with a nice little slipcover.
And
of course we have the Blu-ray.
Well, the Blu-ray came out first,
Yes.
and then, of course, they dropped the 4K. I'm like, it's Wayne's World. I got to get it.
Mike Myers.
Yeah. Mike Myers, Dana Carvey.
Yes.
It's funny. I'm not a big Mike Myers fan, but this is a hilarious.
Yes.
It's so stupid. It's funny.
Yes.
We had just recently talked about this one.
Yes.
Wedding Singer.
The Wedding Singer. Okay, we do not have Wayne's World 2 yet.
No.
So we're hoping maybe it'll come out on its own. Hopefully, instead of that double pack. But The Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. Billy Idol's in this movie. Like, come on now.
Hot in the City.
Yes. This movie is
Hot in the
fantastic. No, you don't.
I do.
You ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you that. This movie is great.
Two guys carrying a dead body around the whole movie. Weekend at Bernie's.
You cannot go wrong with this movie. I haven't seen this in ages, but this movie is hilarious.
I found that Target had it.
Yes.
And we ordered it. So glad to have it in my collection.
Yes.
It's funny.
Okay, this is part of the movie we're watching this month, which is Weird Science. This is an Arrow film.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen this since
I've never seen it.
He's never seen it. So this is going to be a first time watch for him. But it's going to be, I guess, a rewatch for me. It does have Anthony Michael Hall, another young Anthony Michael Hall.
4K, so.
It is in 4K. There's the original one sheet. But Arrow, again, a nice hard slipcover. This one needs a Blu-ray. Whatever it takes. I had not seen this movie. And again, another movie he introduced me to. But this movie is great.
Shane West, James Franco.
Yes.
James Franco was a total asshole in this
He
movie.
is.
But he pulled it off.
He did.
And remember his buddy that was going after Dewey?
Yes.
Remember?
This movie is hilarious.
It's a good rom-com.
Yeah. She's very slutty in this movie. I can tell you that. But it's very good. I love this movie. Okay. We actually found this at Best Buy. It's a Shout Select when they still carried physical media. Goldie Hawn and the Wildcats. You hadn't seen this one, right?
I've seen it.
Before?
No, not before. I watched it on that, no.
So he had not seen it. I remember seeing it because, again, I love Goldie Hawn and I've seen a decent amount of her movies. And I'm like, we need to have to buy this. It was a decent price. I think we had it for like $5.
Yeah.
When it was at Best Buy. And so we picked it up and watched it, I think, a few days after we bought it. And he really enjoyed it. It's another really good football movie. They treat her
like crap.
But she was super knowledgeable about football. Like, anybody would want her to be the coach. Like, seriously. Okay, we just watched this recently, which is Why Him? I had not seen this movie. I hadn't even heard of it until he told me about it. Like, this, okay. But James Franco is super raunchy in this movie.
That was the last good raunchy movie.
Yes. This movie is hilarious. If you have not seen this, seriously, watch it. Whether you buy it or if it's on streaming or whatever it may be. Especially because Bryan Cranston, he's actually thinking about retiring from acting, which I don't think he should because he is such an amazing actor, but he is up there in age. And, I mean, he's probably got a decent amount of money from Breaking Bad. So, but definitely great movie.
And our last title in their...
Comedy collection.
Yes.
Is
Adam Sandler. You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Don't Mess with the Zohan.
It's funny. Him and his hair dryers.
Yes.
He becomes the hairstylist.
Yes.
You know,
like, come on.
It was just so stupid. It was funny.
Yes. This movie is hilarious. Definitely need to watch it if you haven't seen it before. But that's our whole collection that we have.
On comedy. Actually one more.
Oh, we do have one more. I'm sorry. We have one more, which we forgot to add in the beginning, which is My Best Friend's Wedding, because we're about to watch this movie tonight. So, but Julia Roberts, again, this is going to be a first time watching on 4K. She's amazing. And then, of course, you got Cameron Diaz.
Yeah. Which
is great. Which she may be coming back, returning as an actress, which is great. But this movie is hilarious. She realizes that she's in love with her best friend, which is sad. But this movie is great. Looking forward to it on 4K. Well, thank you for watching our video. And again, like and definitely comment down below. And
definitely subscribe.
Yes. And hit that bell notification so you know every time we post a video.
Yes.
Well,
I'm glad we know this video ran a little bit long, but we wanted to show everything. We're going to keep doing these every so often.
Because we know they're long.
I don't know what we're doing next. So, but anyway, you'll be on the lookout for it. But thank you for putting up with us for this period of time. We'll see you on the next one.
Yes. Bye.